Hey guys, so today I'm doing a video on 21 things. Yeah, 21 things to do before you have a baby or before the baby comes or in preparation for your baby to come. So I just had a baby 8 weeks ago. It'll be 8 weeks tomorrow. And I have a video on my birth story, hypnobirth story, labor and delivery vlog, and some other mommy videos for newborn stuff. So I'll link that down below. But other than that, let's get into the video.
Fire can cool me up blazing. Me I be the one that bless me. Them bag I come can't taste.
So 21 things to do before baby comes. A lot of this stuff is preparation for the baby, and then also things to do for yourself, you know, because after the baby comes, your life isn't the same anymore, and kind of just like to enjoy the last minutes or last times or moments you have, you know, just to yourself. My baby's in my lap right now, so he just woke up from his nap, so he's a little, what is it, cranky? Are you cranky? Are you cranky? Okay. Let me get the pacifier. Oh, Nelly, heavy baby. Okay, so the first one is spending time with your partner, because after the baby comes, you are so focused on your baby. You know, you and your partner don't have as much time or attention on each other as you did before. So enjoy time with your partner. Go out on dates, have movie nights, cook together, travel together. This year, Chris and I, we had a whole list of things to do to enjoy before our lives change forever. So we traveled everywhere. We had so much fun. Went to Cuba, went on a cruise. We just did road trips. We had many movie nights. It was just so fun. And then I just remember, and it still makes me like tear up when I think about it, because I'm very I feel like I look back on things like how life was before, you know, this certain thing happened, and I feel like I feel like I'm gonna always think of this day. But 2 days before Campsy was born, it was Chris's birthday, and when we woke up that day, I was like, okay, let's just have a fun day. Let's just go out all day and just do fun things. So the first thing we said, let's go have breakfast. So I remember that morning we had breakfast at like a Belgian waffle place. They have the best waffles. Oh my gosh, so good. I remember we had breakfast at the Belgian waffle place. After that, we ate so much, I passed out in the car for like an hour. So I had an hour nap in the car. We were in downtown Columbus. Then we just went all around town, went to some stores, shopped a little, went to the mall. It was just so fun. And I remember how I felt that day. I remember that even though I felt heavy, ready for baby to come out, I knew that it was the last days of just Chris and I doing whatever we want, time to ourselves, you know, before the baby came. And I thoroughly enjoyed that day, and I look back on that day and just think about oh, you know, that was our last times that we got to spend together, just doing whatever we wanted. But now my life is different, but I'm excited and I'm happy. But then, you know, I also enjoyed my time before my baby came. So enjoy time with your partner, you know, have the best time ever, be selfish with your time. You know, it's just, as I said, when the baby comes, everything changes and it's different, you know, but for the best. But enjoy your part. Next, and these are not in any special order. These are order that I just thought of on top of my head, so they're not in any order. So next thing I have is register at the hospital. So, and have a tour at the hospital too, so that one, you know where to go when the baby comes, because at that time you're going to be in labor. And also get acquainted with the hospital, know what supplies they offer, so you know what to bring in your bag and what not to bring in your bag, the protocol, you know, for coming to the hospital, discharge, and also to register at the hospital, so that when you come in the hospital, they don't have to take out all your information, you know, as you're in labor, trying to get your name, your address, your insurance. So we did that all beforehand. So literally when I went into labor, we just went straight to where we're supposed to go, what they told us from the tour, and then we were checked in, and then, you know, no questions asked. It was so fast. So register at the hospital, take a tour, and then the hospitals have a lot of classes for you, and that's my next thing on, is take a breastfeeding class. So this is one of the things that I did not do, and I regret not doing it, because I ended up having struggles with breastfeeding with my baby. And if I knew what to expect, the supplies I needed, you know, what to learn about breastfeeding, I feel like it would have been a much easier transition. And problem solving thing for me, but definitely register for like a breastfeeding class, at least birthing class if you want, parenting class. They have so many classes at the hospital, but register for whatever class you think you and your partner will need for when the baby comes. Next is the most important, is pack your hospital bag. So my hospital bag, I started packing it at 30 weeks. Yeah, 30 weeks I started packing at my hospital bag. By 36 weeks my hospital bag was fully packed. And pack it early so that you know what you need, and then you don't have to have everything packed at one time. But after from 30 weeks to 36 weeks, I just got a couple things off my list, put in the bag, a couple more things off the list, put in my bag, and then by 36 weeks everything was packed and ready to go. So get your hospital bag. I used one of my duffel bags I have from my store, and I just packed it, and it was plenty of enough room for my stuff and baby stuff. So yeah, and my hospital list bag, I'll do a separate video on exactly what was in my bag, what I actually needed, what I didn't need, and the things I brought for hypnobirthing and the things I brought for the baby. So if you definitely want me to do that video, comment down below. But I think I'm gonna do it because I think it's something that people would want to know about. Next thing I have is pack the diaper bag. So lucky for me, my sister Inky gifted me the diaper bag that I wanted for my baby. So she brought it to the hospital for me when I gave birth. So it was like perfect. So she packed what she packed in there, which I think was something like, it was her gift to me. So she got me the diaper bag and then packed it with like things that I would need. And I think that was like one of the best gifts I got because it was so practical and so essential. I got the Hat brand diaper bag. It's like a diaper bag book bag because I wanted a book bag for a diaper bag. And then she packed in there like wipes, baby wipes, hand sanitizing wipes, wipes for like if like the pacifier or something falls to clean it and stuff like that, extra baby clothes, diapers, little like trash bags for like poop diapers and diapers when you change it out and about and stuff, diaper pad, hand sanitizer, Tide stain pen remover thing. So yeah, and the way she packed it is exactly how it's still right now. Only thing is that I just add more extra diapers because I use them when I use my diaper bag. So as I said, it was the most practical gift. You don't need to bring the diaper bag to the hospital because the hospital has everything you need for your baby, and then all the other little things that you'll bring. But if you want to bring the diaper bag, you can, but it's just like less bags to be carrying around when you're going home. So yeah, diaper bag definitely needs to be packed. Oh yeah, so going over your labor and delivery with your partner, as I said, classes before, and also kind of talk with your partner on like what exactly you want for your labor and delivery, so that when time comes at the hospital, your partner will know what you expect and stuff and know what you want. But have a sit down with your partner and talk about what you want for your labor and delivery. So for me, early on, I told Chris that I wanted to do hypnobirthing for my labor and delivery. So I told him a little bit about it, and then we took a hypnobirthing class online. And I do have a video on my labor and delivery hypnobirthing story, but I will do another video talking more in depth about hypnobirthing, what exactly I did to get prepared, things I packed in my bag for hypnobirthing at the hospital. But yeah, I just went over things with Chris on like hypnobirthing, what it is, so that he knows, so that when I'm at the hospital, if there's something that I can't talk, or I'm in the middle of something, he knows what I'm expecting to answer questions for doctors and nurses and stuff like that. So definitely have a sit down with your partner and go over what to expect for your labor and delivery. Newborn photos. So before my baby came, I planned that I wanted to do newborn photos like that first week, and I just did them at JCPenney. JCPenney has really nice new my baby's laughing in his sleep. JCPenney has really good newborn photo packages that are inexpensive, and they have really cute scenes and props and stuff like that, and they have Groupon coupons to use for the newborn photo shoot. So I think it was a really nice thing to do. So we did that first week. So our first outing we had for the baby, we went to do newborn photos. And plan it ahead so that you remember and have it planned, because once the baby comes, your whole life is just like chaotic and you don't want to forget to do newborn photos. So have that planned out already. Like plan, like I would say, plan with like what photographer you want to use, or where you want to, what studio you want to use, and then when the baby comes, then schedule an appointment. Okay, meals. So that first couple weeks, for me, you're not going to be wanting to be cooking, doing anything in the kitchen, you know, having time to be cooking courses of meals like you were before, because you're taking care of a baby and you're exhausted. So lucky for me, my mom actually was here when I gave birth, so she stayed for 2 weeks. So she was the one that was cooking, and she meal prepped for us. So she cooked batches of like Nigerian food, like stew, rice, fufu and soup, vegetables, chicken, beef, like a whole bunch of stuff, so that Chris had food to eat, I had food to eat, and the fridge was stocked. So we did so my mom was the one that did meal prep. But if you don't have someone that can do that for you, definitely way before your baby comes, plan out a meal prep. Cook meals that you can freeze or put in the fridge that will last for some weeks, and then just like coordinate them, like label them, you know, dinner for this week, lunch for this week, breakfast, you know, stuff like that, so that other people in your house that you live with don't have to worry about too much about, like, you know, is anyone gonna cook food, where is food gonna come from, all this stuff like that. So, and luckily for me, my husband loves to cook, so when the food ran out for my mom that made food, he was cooking stuff and stuff like that. So, but now I'm back in the kitchen, little by little making food, but I enjoyed being like off the kitchen duty. So yeah. All right, next is finding a pediatrician. So I think around 30 weeks when we registered at the hospital, we had a list of pediatricians in our area, and we picked one. So we actually picked like a network of pediatricians. So yeah, so pick that, and then we picked where they have clinics, right? They're clinics, offices that are close to where we live, so that when we go for appointments, we don't have to travel too far. So definitely find a pediatrician. Also, it gives you time to ask friends, people around, you know, where they go, who they like, you know, because you want to feel comfortable with where you're taking your baby. So take the time to look up reviews online, ask people around. You can even ask your OB/GYN doctor, because they will have recommendations too. Car seat. So definitely you have to have your car seat installed in your car weeks before baby comes, so that you're prepared. And also you need to have it in there way beforehand, so that once you put it in, you can have an inspection to see if you're installed your car seat properly. And then sometimes car seats can be kind of hard to navigate and know if you installed it right. So give yourself time to get used to the car seat, read the instructions, know how to install it, know how to take the carrier out of the base, you know, stuff like that. So we installed our car seat around, I think it was around 30 weeks, like right when we did the hospital tour, registered, all that stuff like that. We did all at the same time. So car seat was in the car by 30 weeks. And then also it gives you time to look up what car seat that you want to use for your baby, look up reviews, safety stuff, what car seats will match with other stroller systems and stuff like that, you know. So you pick the one that you want, one that's, you know, in your price range, because there's car seats and strollers and all that stuff that, you know, there's so many brands out there, and it's hard to pick like which one is good, which one do I like. So it gives you time to go to the store to look at them and stuff like that. So yes, car seat in the car, 30 weeks. You don't have to do it 30 weeks, but some weeks before the baby comes. Amazon Prime. Oh my gosh, I never knew how much I would need Amazon until I had a baby. So I registered for it. I got a free, I think it was a free Amazon account when I made my baby registry on Amazon. So I did a baby registry on Amazon, and I think you get like a free year subscription of Amazon Prime. I think that's what it was. So Amazon Prime, oh my gosh. So when the baby is here, and it's like you don't want to go out to like run errands, get like little things here and there. So I literally shopped Amazon. I still do to this day, shop Amazon Prime like every single day. every throughout the day. In the morning I'll be like, oh, I need to get this, put it on my list. Oh, I need to get this, put it on my list. End of the day, whatever's in my cart I just buy, and it's here tomorrow. I love Amazon Prime because, you know, things come the next day, like in my area. So yeah, definitely get Amazon Prime. Like, it's much needed for things that are like baby stuff, things that you need for yourself, things you need for the home, so you don't have to be running in and out the house. Especially right now, my baby was born like the day before fall started, so it kind of got cool and stuff like that. You don't want to be taking the baby out in the cold up and down every day, so definitely get Amazon Prime. Like, I order like my lactation cookies from there, baby formula, diapers, baby clothes, postpartum stuff I need for like my hair, makeup stuff, because I don't have to run out to the store, stuff for the home, you know, cleaning stuff, like water, you know, stuff like that. So Amazon Prime is like my right hand man right now. This is for prepping for a baby, like a good clean baby environment, cleaning your house. So what we did was we actually moved into our house like a couple weeks before the baby was born. So I actually got house cleaners to come and clean the house. So they cleaned from ceiling to floor, dusted every nook and cranny, like wiped all the baseboards, like clean. I told them, make sure you clean for arrival of baby. So they cleaned everything everywhere, so it was like spotless after they were done. So you can clean yourself or you can get like a professional cleaner. So we got professional cleaners to come clean our whole house, and then we did carpet cleaner. So we got another company to come and wash and clean the carpets, definitely for when baby comes, because you want the air, the environment, everything to be as clean as possible. So we got carpet cleaners, and it was definitely perfect. Like after the baby, after everything was clean, like I feel like I was ready for baby to come. Everything was clean. It just felt just ready for baby. So definitely clean from top to bottom. All right, so birth plan. So this is a little different than having a talk with your partner, but your birth plan is for like when you come to the hospital and what you want to tell the nurses and doctors, what you would like for your labor and delivery. So it can be detailed, it can be simple. You can write it down. A lot of people write down their birth plans and stuff and like hand it out to the hospital, but for me, my birth plan was pretty simple. I said I was doing hypnobirthing, no epidural, no pain meds, and then what was it? I kind of just wanted to be kind of like left alone to like labor on my own and stuff like that. So my birth plan was pretty simple. Some people have really detailed birth plans. You can actually download birth plan templates on Pinterest. So look into that, just so that you have a positive birthing experience. I think a lot of people forget that you can say what you want your birthing experience to be, the best that you can, because birthing, labor and delivery is unpredictable. You don't know how it will go, but at least you can be prepared for whatever comes, and also to make yourself be as comfortable as possible. I will have a video on my hypnobirthing in more detail, things I did beforehand, things I brought to the hospital I needed to help with labor and delivery, but definitely a birth plan. And then you can go over it with your partner, so that at the hospital your partner will know exactly what you wanted for your birth plan. I know some people actually, as I said, hand out their birth plan. They print it out, hand it out. They print out one copy and like maybe like hang it on the door of like their room and stuff like that. So whatever you want to do, just have your birth plan ready. All right, next is wash baby clothes. So we used the baby detergent, and we washed every single piece of clothes that the baby has, so that the baby will be ready to wear their clothes when they come from the hospital. So I washed everything, all the blankets, you know, all the clothes, swaddles, sheets, everything. And then with that, you can actually plan the baby's going home outfit. We actually got the baby's going home outfit from Carter's. So bought that. Like I looked up what I want. I kind of knew I wanted like a nice cute set. So when I was on Instagram, I actually saw an ad for Carter's, and the baby in the ad had the cutest set. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. So I said, this is what I want my baby to come home in. So I ordered it from Carter's, and then washed it, and then put it in the hospital bag so the baby will have it ready for going home outfit. All right, so next thing I have on my list is take naps and be selfish. Take naps and enjoy your naps the best you can. Enjoy your free time, enjoy your sleep, because you will not get the same sleep. You may not get the same sleep ever again, because when the baby's here, the baby's waking up in the middle of the night wanting to eat. And then even when the baby grows up and, you know, they're older, you still have that mother instinct that it's like you always want to check on your baby, think about your baby. Is my baby okay? Is my baby safe? Because now that Kempsey, like, he sleeps through the night, but in the middle of the night I'm still waking up to check on him, you know. So it's like your sleep is never deep sleep, because you're always thinking about your baby, so you're never like in a deep sleep. And then you know, you're waking up often. So enjoy your naps, enjoy your free time, be selfish with everything, because soon come everything will be about your baby. Next I have is finalize the baby's name. So actually two or 3 days before the baby came, we had our baby, we were still going over names, and we didn't know the gender of our baby, so we actually had to go and have 2 sets of names, girl set and a boy set. So the last, like, 3 days before the baby came, we were still finalizing, going over baby names. So we got a list of, like, you know, what we love, and then we didn't want to pick anything specific until the baby was here, and like we felt it in our hearts, like, oh, this baby looks like a this, or this baby's gonna have this name. So for us, we just said, let's have a group of names that we like, and then when the baby comes, we'll just pick one. So finalize baby name. Postpartum care, I will do a video on like all my postpartum items that I thought were beneficial and I liked, but definitely get ready for your postpartum stuff. Get all the things you need. Set up your postpartum stations in the bathrooms, like upstairs, downstairs, so that wherever you are in the house, when you came home from the hospital with your baby, you'll have all the things you need for your bathroom trips and stuff like that. And all the things you need for postpartum, like belly binding stuff. I will do a video on my the things I've done for belly binding. All the clothes you want to wear. I wore sweats and sweatshirts like for the first couple weeks when I came home, because I did not want to be confined in tight clothes. So I wore all of my husband's sweatpants and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So just get ready for all the postpartum care, because it's like you're taking care of yourself postpartum, and then you're also taking care of a baby. So you want to make sure everything is ready for you, so that you don't have to worry about scrambling on like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. And also remember that you have Amazon Prime, so if you forget to buy something, you can order it off Amazon and it'll be there the next day. Next thing is plan on how and where your baby will be sleeping. So if your baby will have a crib, will baby be co-sleeping? Our baby is co-sleeping with us in a bassinet, and I have a video on my organization before baby came, and I show my bassinet. But we have the, I think it's called the Cambria Arms Reach co-sleeper bassinet, and I love this bassinet so much. I love it. So this is what we use for the for Kempsey for sleeping, and he you just pull the bassinet up to the bed, so he sleeps there through the night. And later on, when he's older, like when he starts rolling over and sitting up on his own, then he will transition into a crib in his own room. But for now, he co-sleeps in the bassinet in our room. Next, I have a plan your birth announcement. So plan how you want to announce that your baby's here, whether it be like with family, calling, text messages, emails, or on social media like on Facebook, Instagram, you know, with a video. But plan how you want to announce your baby's arrival. So for me, my mom was the one that announced to all our family members in our family forums, and then I announced on Instagram. I think it was that day or the next day, maybe it might have been that day, but I announced on Instagram, and then we posted some pictures and stuff like that on Facebook. So yeah, plan how you want to do birth announcements. Also, people do birth announcements after they do the newborn photos, so they can make like photo cards and then put them in the mail and send them out and stuff like that. So yeah, just plan out what you want to do. Pinterest has really cute ideas for birth announcements, so check that out on Pinterest. So yeah, The last thing I have is belly binding. So as I said before, I'll do a video on belly binding, but plan on how you want, this is kind of part of postpartum care, but have a good detailed plan on how you want to be belly binding, and trying to get your stomach back to how it was before, because your stomach will never be the same as it was before. But a good way to belly bind and what will work for you. So I actually planned out 3 different stages for belly binding for myself. I did the Bangkok belly binding, and then after that I did the belly binding with I have these Velcro like belly wraps that I got from Amazon, and then the stage I'm starting now is the waist trainer, and I got that on Amazon too. So as I said, I'll do a separate video going into detail on all the things that I got from my belly binding, but plan on what you want to do for your belly binding. And I had my mom and my husband press my stomach every day when I came back from the hospital, you know, so, and I think everything worked very well. So just plan out what you want to do for that. So that's my list for 21 things. I think it was 21. I hope it was 21 because I didn't count, but 21 things to do before your baby comes. Preparation for yourself and also for your baby. And other than that, I think that's all I have to say. As I said, all the videos that I mentioned, going into more detail about baby stuff and mom stuff, postpartum stuff, I'll leave them linked down below. I'll put them on the cards on the screen so you can click through that. And then I think that's it. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Fire can cool me up blazing. Me I be the one that bless me. Them bag come can't taste me. Them bag come